You are watching Crime Watch. Let's continue the discussion. ANC, first of all, very briefly, your view on illegal immigrants.
I think it is important that we try and address this issue now before it's too late. One of the things that we intend to do is to strengthen we need to then make sure that our border posts are properly secured, where no one just come in as the way he wishes into our country and also access illegal documentation. And the reason for doing that is because some of the serious crimes that are committed in this country are crimes that are committed by people whom we cannot trace their fingerprints. We'll find fingerprints positive, but we're unable to trace them. And some of the people who are from outside our country commit serious crimes, particularly on house robberies, drugs, etc., etc. And we can only do so by making sure that our borders are properly secured and everyone who comes into this country has legal documentation and, of course, respecting their human rights too.
Makashule, Ghana, your party's been very controversial. Some of your leaders are giving different messages. What's your party's view on illegal immigrants?
There's nothing controversial about our position. We say people are free to come to South Africa, whether they come from Pakistan, they come from Swaziland, they come from Nigeria, they come from DRC, Zimbabwe, Mozambique. They are free to come to South Africa. We have got a beautiful country. But when they do so, they must use the gate. They must not crawl under the fence. They must not jump under the fence. They must not be bribing people. And we need to ensure that we clean the home affairs that's at the border gates to ensure that there's a smooth movement. There's no need for someone that, for whatever reason, can claim that the reason that they jumped the fence is because the gate was not open. So as long as you don't jump the fence, you have your proper documentation from your country of origin, and you are properly processed. We don't have a problem with anyone coming to this country.
Mandisa Mashiko, EFF's view?
The obsession of the DA with labeling black people as thugs and criminals who crawl under fences to go to other countries must stop. We can't keep tolerating it. We want a borderless and united Africa. But the path from here to then is what we need to deal with. One, EFF has clearly stated in our manifesto, we will register all immigrants and make sure that their fingerprints are taken through our new Department of Home Affairs and Internal Security. But let's deal with the issue of illegal guns. There's not enough controls on illegal guns. There's not enough laws. There's not enough regulation. And there's not enough policing of that. We'll make sure that we confiscate all illegal guns. But the last thing is that the communities have been deactivated in fighting crime. The SABC as a public broadcaster has a responsibility, not just community media, to actually educate our citizens about how to fight crime and how to establish their own street committees in the process of fighting crime and how to work within community structures.
Sizakele Nkosi Malebane, your party has been in power for almost 25 years. South Africa is still not safe. Crime levels have gone up to a large extent. What's your response?
Yusuf, I think it is important to make sure that when we say crime levels have gone up, what is the barometer that says crime levels have gone up? Yes, we are concerned about the fear of crime by our communities, because I think what have gone up is actually fear to be a victim of crime. If you look at some of the videos that you've put up, I don't want to be one of those victims, and I'm actually scared. I want to make sure that criminals are apprehended before they actually come to me. We really need to deal with that, and we can only deal with that if we can actually be able to, when we publish crime stats, we also publish the stats in our courts as well as the stats in our correctional services to give a picture of whether or not we are dealing with criminals when they've committed crimes in this country.
The DA, you've been running the city of Cape Town for many years. The urban study has found that Cape Town is the most unsafe place in South Africa. We know that your party runs the city of Tshwane, the city of Johannesburg, and yet crime levels are also going up, the perception. What's your plans?
Yusuf, where the competencies of Metro Police extends, who have done very well. Whether you look at Tshwane, you look at Joburg, we are going to have 1,500 extra graduates from the Johannesburg Metro Police that will be patrolling the street to ensure that we deal with the crime and the drug situation in Johannesburg and surrounds. But most importantly, this is what we want to do, is that a significant amount of money in the SAPS is being spent to protect politicians. We want to cut that budget of VIP protection for politicians so that money goes to ensure that ordinary South Africans, the most important people, are protected and not money used to protect politicians.
EFF, you've been in bed, so to speak, with the DA in the city of Tshwane, Johannesburg. What's your response?
We're micromanaging them the way we have to micromanage the ANC. They can't survive without the EFF. He's boasting now about how Metro Police is extended. We demanded that as part of the agreement for voting with them. We demanded that because we need to protect our citizens. I said it right in the beginning. But here's the big issue. There's a lot of corruption in the police. There's a lot of corruption in the entire criminal justice system. We highlighted that in our march. So we need to make sure that we have an administrative arm of the criminal justice system that polices even public servants and politicians themselves, and make sure that once they get caught in corruption, they don't go back to the state and they are banned for life and their pensions are docked. But we need the entire judiciary, the entire NPA, the entire Independent Police Investigative Directorate, the entire SAPS to operate almost independently and report directly to Parliament so that we can do something about crime, because we won't be able to get greater investment in the country, by the way, if crime continues.
Unfortunately, we're out of time. Thank you very much to the ANC, the DA, and the EFF. And just by the way, we did a snap poll. And the question was, is fighting crime a factor that will influence your vote? 85% of the respondents said yes. Can you help get these wanted criminals behind bars? Can you help to find any of these missing individuals? And just remember, when you report wanted criminals, you can remain anonymous when making your tip-off and provide detailed information: who, what, when, where, why, and how. In the next Crime Watch, we ask, how easy or difficult is it to steal an election? Thank you for watching Crime Watch. I'm Yusuf Abramchi. It's a war, and we are going to win it. Goodbye.